So now we want to start filling in the other cells. You can click and type directly into a cell, but if you want to have things have animation, they have to have their own little box around them. So to do that, what I do is I go up to our text box and I create a text box here. There we go. Again, I just start at one corner, hold my mouse down and drag it to where I want it. And then I put in what I want. Okay, so it, format, font, and change your font size or color or whatever it is you'd like to do there. Tell it OK, and that'll keep that. And then let's go ahead, and we've chosen that box. Let's animate it. So we've got our box chosen. We go to Slideshow, Custom Animation, choose that little green one, and Appear. Okay, what that's doing there is it's actually putting how things will appear in order. So if you get them out of order, you can actually drag them and move them around. So if I wanted this above this, I would hold down my cursor on it and drag it up to the top. Okay, so we've got that one. Now let's head over here. I'm going to get another text box, and I'm going to put in my example sentence would go here. I'm going to highlight that. Format, font, change to 14, save it, that's all good. I've already left my animation thing up here, but it would be Slideshow, Custom Animation. Choose the green one, Appear, and it shows up there. It's all good. So let's take a look again at how this looks when we do it. So we've got it like this. And of course this is all filled out. Click, that appears. Click, your actual definition appears. Click, your example sentence appears. And then let's go back now and we will do the last thing. We'll remove this so it doesn't take up space on the screen. What we want to do now is we want to put in a voice recording. Now I'm going to warn you in advance that mine on this machine isn't working right. I just do it on another machine when I want to do it. So what you do here is you go to Insert, Sound and Music, Record Sound. That's going to bring up this window. And if you have a built-in microphone, you use that. If not, you choose what it is that you have. In order to record, you just push the record button. I'm going to record my sound now. Push your stop button when you're done. Hit save. And somewhere a little icon is going to appear that we're going to need to move into that box. There it is. So, whoops, going back. So I'm going to move this over into this box. And then, this is going to sound really funny, but when you double click it, so you can see my sound isn't working on this machine, but that will put the sound into it. Okay. You could also, if you want, animate it so that on a click that appears, but I like to just leave it there so that I can click on it. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to move on to the next word. What you could do is you can just go ahead and keep going with the clicking so that it adds, guess what it means and such. What I like to do is I actually like to take the slide, go Insert, Duplicate Slide, and so it looks just like the one before. And then I would take this guy here, get my little square, move it down so it's on this one, click on my actual definition, so that I get the square around it. Get the X, click on it, hit delete, it's gone. And this one right here, same thing, get my X, delete it so it's gone. Here, delete it so it's gone. And then go through and do the same thing again on this row. So at this point, this actually still works. And you can do this repeatedly throughout. What you do is you just go back to the beginning of your first word where you're at this point, and you copy that slide, delete the stuff over here, move this, and you're good to go. Afterwards, what you'll want to do is you'll want to save it. So you do File, and then you just do the regular saving. Oops, gotta get on here. File, save, give it a name so that you'll remember what it is, and then you should have your PowerPoint. Now, I showed you one way to do this. The thing about PowerPoint is there are multiple ways to do things. You could do like the example that I gave you. If you looked inside that PowerPoint, what I actually did was I made the vocabulary sheet that I was going to give my students, and then I exported it as a picture and imported the picture. I went Insert, Picture, and brought it into my slide, made it big enough, and then I put text boxes and these nice little bubble things over the spots where I wanted them. And so I was actually working on top of a picture. You could try all those different things. Try not to get too frustrated when you're doing this. It is a really good tool to know how to do these vocabulary sheets, but once you get an initial layout, it'll work pretty good for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to help you out.